Yo, yo, what's good? It's your boy, Coach Carl from the hood. Just thought I'd log in and see what everybody got going on in their neck of the woods. Let me know what's cracking, where y'all from. What's going on with you? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Glad to be up here. Man, we done had some trying times, bruh. Last couple of days, man, it's been some bad weather outside. Well, hey, look, storms coming, storm chasing. What's good, Mark Tavius? What's good with your homeboy? Windsor, Ontario in Canada is in the building. That's what I'm talking about. Bud, Hand Master, Hannah Mason. I don't know how you say that. Bud, we gonna go with Bud. Salute, homeboy, salute. What it do, man? What y'all got going on today, man? Talk to your boy, man. I just came back from a 3.5 mile run in the cold. That weather keep going back and forth. If y'all know anything about the weather, man, oh man, we was expecting tornadoes and all kinds of stuff yesterday. The wind was 70 miles per hour last night. Virginia got crazy weather. The day before that, it was 72 degrees outside. Then the weather dropped and we got a little bit of snow the next day. Then the next day, they talk about tornadoes. Like, what in the Sam Hill is going on? I don't know what's going on out here, player. But I tell you what, though, we survived and we made it back to another day. Man, I ain't got no gym no more, dog. I had a gym. And I trained for other people in their gyms and their karate studios. I don't own no gym no more, bruh. Gave up all the inside the building stuff, man, back in 2020. When COVID hit, I was teaching for another guy in his boxing gym. But now I just teach online now, player. I teach online. Everything you can find out about me is right here on this YouTube channel. I got 2 fitness YouTube channels. I got TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Twitch, and X. Everything you can find out about me, bro, is online. You can get it for free right here. But I appreciate you asking. But I'm in Virginia. But what's good with y'all, man? What's good with y'all? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I dropped a video yesterday called The Best Trick in Boxing. If y'all want to know something about boxing, if y'all box, go watch that video. It's good information for you. Stop playing, Trey. What's the highest pounds for hand weights you recommend training with? 3s, bruh. If you a real big guy, I say 5s. But in order to do the amount of punches that you should be throwing, 3s. You should be like this until these wear out. And you can't do that with no 10s or no 15s or no 20s and nothing like that. You're just going to tear your shoulders up and you're gonna tear them up before you get a chance to use them. Put some 3s in them hands, bro. Put some 3s in them hands. Like this right here. Put some 3s in them hands. Lock them fists up. Bap, 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 bap. Give me 300 punches in one set. Count them out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stretch them arms all the way out like this so it make all this work. And don't punch at shoulder level. Punch at top of the head level. And watch how these die on you. But trust me, in the end, them joints gonna be ready to fire off. So when it come time to firing off, you can be able to fire off, bro. Hey, look, I just did a video today. I haven't dropped it yet, but I did a video earlier today, and I talked about how to connect the dots on punches. Most people don't know how to connect the dots. When I say that, if you watch most people hit the bag, it's bop, 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 and then a step over. Bop, 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 and then a step over. Bop, 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 and then a step over. So what happens when you got to throw more than 2 or 3 punches at one time? Like a 12-piece or 16-piece. You ain't ready for that. And the reason you ain't ready for it is because you ain't trained for it. So, in order to be ready for it, you got to train for it. And when you train for it, you're going to get what you get. So that's what I was trying to tell people today online. I'm going to drop that video. I don't even know the name of it yet. Let me see. All right, here you go. Hold up.
Okay, y'all, this is a simple drill that I want y'all to try. I want you to get in front of a bag and I want you to throw multiple punches for 3 minutes. Do not hit the bag hard. You don't have to hit it with the most speed you have. You just got to stand in front of the bag and throw punches that combinate behind punches so that you can get 3 minutes out the deal. Try to do three-minute rounds of this, and it will increase your punch output when climbing to the ring. You should be averaging 200 to 300 punches per round. Y'all want to win the fight, don't you?
See what I'm saying? You should be averaging 200 to 300 punches per round. People are in there throwing 40 punches in a round and trying to figure out why they're not winning fights. You got to increase your punch output. You know how you do that? By putting them 3-pound weights in your hand and standing here and doing this. Either do 300 punches or do 3 minutes, whichever one you want to do. If you don't feel like counting punches, set the stopwatch. 3 minutes, 1 minute break, 3 minutes, 1 minute break, 3 minutes. Then go sit down somewhere and cry in the corner with a tissue. You know what I'm saying? Cry in the corner with a tissue, because all this right here is going to be sore. You know what I'm saying? But then every day it's going to get better. Then when you get in front of a heavy bag, be able to tap the bag like you just saw me doing, continuous punches for 3 minutes. It's hard to do because you got to learn how to breathe. You got to learn how to make them hands flow. You can always add a hard punch in when you get ready. You be like, bap, 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 bap. And then keep them hands going. If you can throw them hard punches in, throw them in. But most of the time, you ain't going to be able to do that. Just tap the bag. You should be able to hear yourself tapping the bag. Tap, 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 just like that. And keep working, bro. That's how we going to get them hands to be able to flow like we want them to. I was going to say how much you charge for training sessions, but I'll check your content. Hey, look, I got 2,000 plus videos on here, bro. 2,000 plus videos up here. You can find me. Anything you need to know, all you got to do is put it in the search bar and put my name behind it. I don't care what it is. Shadowboxing by Coach Carl. Running by Coach Carl. Biking by Coach Carl. Walking by Coach Carl. Calisthenics by Coach Carl. Weightlifting by Coach Carl. Pivoting Made Easy by Coach Carl. You can find me. I'm always up there, dog. I'm up there all day. Arizona in the building. Damien, what's good? I got 2-pound weight gloves, and I use small 3-pound dumbbells. Either I switch them out or use them both together. Hey, look, I got these 6-ounce bag gloves, and I put these on, and I'll tear a bag up with a set of 3-pound weights in my hand. And I'll do it, though. You got to touch the bag. Remember, I just showed you a video. Touch the bag. You can't be like bang, bang, then walk around for 5 minutes, and then bang, bang. You ain't going to do nothing. You ain't building nothing. Pooh, what up? Stop playing, Trey. What up? So fast at my age. Hey, man, I'm trying to make people redo what they think when they think about getting old. That's my goal. My goal is to make y'all redo what you think about 50. How you see 58, I don't want you to see it that way no more. I want you to see 58 a new way. See, because I'm 58. I'll be 59 years old this year. And I want you to see 58 different. All y'all been thinking 58 is an old guy sitting in the corner with a gray beard. But I don't want you to see that. When you see 58, this is what I want you to see. I want you to see that right there. That's what I want you to see. When you see 58 years old, I want you to see a guy with a smirk on his face with a straight 6-pack cut up with about 3-4% body fat. That's what I want you to see when you see 58. I want you to see hand speed. I want you to see power. I want you to see movement. I want you to see a guy living his life. That's how I want you to be when you turn 58 years old. So in order for you to understand that can happen, you got to see somebody else doing it, bro. Bottom line. You should write a shadowboxing book. Hey, man, I'm telling you right now, you can take the information and write a book about it. All I want you to do is understand the information. I'm giving it to you right now. This is all you got to do. Get in front of a bag and make it happen. Stop listening to other people. People be telling me all the time, Coach, you don't hold your hands up when you're in front of the bag. Coach, you don't bob and weave when you're in front of the bag. That's because I'm in front of a bag. Why would I spend a whole lot of time bobbing and weaving? You show me a bag that's got some arms on it that can swing back. Then I'll start bobbing and weaving. You want me to bob and weave in front of nothing. Save that bobbing and weaving for when you in front of somebody. Trust me. I ain't no fool. I ain't never got hit with a straight punch in a day in my life. You had to come through something to get that punch. Alex Foley, what up, dog? Raw Talk, what it do, player? Let me see. I'm working up my endurance, coach. That and keeping my arms straight at a distance and not stepping in close and shortening the shot. Hey, look, that's 9/10 of the law, bruh. People do it all the time. They shadow box like this. Who you gonna punch that's right there? Who you know gonna let you jab them like this? You got to stretch that arm out, bruh. Stretch that arm out. You gotta keep them away from you. That's how you control the fight. You don't control the fight with the fight being right in front of you. That ain't no boxing match. That's a brawling match. You don't need to maintain the full extension at all times though, because there's gonna be short punches. Trust me. You're gonna have to have some short punches. That's why Bruce Lee made the 3-inch punch. You're gonna have to be able to bap, and know how to generate power from a short distance. So you wanna do them all. You wanna spend about 1 or 2 rounds stretching them arms out and making them work. Then come in there and tax that bag at a close range. Will game with the skill game. Frank, what it do, player? Man, you know what I'm over here doing. Can I do these exercises daily, or does it depend on how sore I am? It depends on how sore you are. And my whole thing is, man, hey, look, real talk. Stop playing, Trey. Real talk. Somebody asked me one time, they said, Coach, do you ever get sore? I said, I'm sore all the time. They said, what you do when you're sore? I said, I keep working. I work until the pain no longer matters. You understand what I'm saying? If I'm doing push-ups and I do 200 push-ups a day, that's my regular routine, 200 push-ups a day, right? I do 200 push-ups. I do 40 pull-ups, 40 chin-ups, 40 dips, a 10-minute plank, a 20-minute crunch routine. Then I go to the weights. That's my regular routine. So if I'm sore, I'm just going to have to be sore, player. I don't believe in sitting down and waiting until I'm unsore, because I may never be unsore. So you have to make the pain become normal to you. As long as you know it's muscle pain and it's not like joint pain, or it's not like you sprained something or tore something, then keep working, bro. Keep working. And if your legs are so sore I do 300 squats a day. If your legs are so sore you can't squat no more, then do something else. But keep the body moving, bro. That's how we keep from being old. People ask me all the time, they say, Coach, how you 58 years old and you still running 5 miles a day? I just came home. I tell people I run 3 to 5 miles every day. It depends on the weather. Right now it's a little chilly outside and the wind was blowing so much that I just sprinted out. Rather than spend time out there running 8 minutes a mile, I ran 7:47 a mile and ran 3 miles. Came back to the crib. I do the rest on the treadmill. I got a treadmill sitting right here. I got an exercise bike sitting behind me. You could there it is. You see the handlebars from it. Yeah, I get it in, bro. Hey, look, what did man say? Thank you for motivating me. I watch your channel all the time. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I don't know how to say your name. Avian, Avian. Hey, look, I appreciate it. Hey, look, I'm gonna keep putting out videos so you can keep having something to watch. Tuition for the knowledge. Thank you. Hey, look. See, every now and then you get a good brother up here to understand what he's being taught. These lessons right here are free. You can actually go to a boxing gym and pay $100 a month for the same thing I'm going to tell you for free up here. And if y'all want to make a donation to the cause, then please do. Please do. Because your boy's sitting over here doing all the things that I'm supposed to be doing. So let's make it happen, Captain. Let me see. You see Blueface, he need to work on his breathing. Hey, look, you saw Blueface when he sparred Keyshawn Davis. He was running out of gas. That's when Keyshawn stepped the game up. But the whole thing was Blueface don't run. You saw that midsection. He don't run no more. You got to get out there and run, bruh. Road work. You know what I'm saying? Road work is the answer. Cancer, bruh. I hear you, coach. My problem is training too much at mid, close range and not working from long range enough. Well, you got to split it up. You know, you already know. If you know what your problem is, you know how to fix it. A wino tells you he a wino, then he know what he got to work on. But most people that drink a lot of wine and drink a lot of beer, drink a lot of liquor, they don't want to be a wino. I ain't no wino. What you talking about? I don't drink that much. So then they can't never fix the problem. But if you can tell me what the problem is, you can fix the problem. But if you can't tell me what it is, that means you don't think you have it. So with that being said, Dame, let's get it right, bro. You know what you need to work on. It's always harder to work on stretching your arms all the way out, throwing punches all the way out and bringing them all the way back in. It's always harder to do that. It's always easy to just People do that all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can do that for 20 hours. You ain't never got to stop shadow boxing for 20 hours. But stretch them arms out and watch how them arms die. Do me a favor, though. Please do me a favor. All right? Pay attention now. When we get tired and we own the bag, you can tell you first thing we do? Why when we get tired, we hold our head back. You know that's a habit. You're going to get tired and you're going to be like, fight over. That fast, fight over. So when you get tired, put your chin on your chest. You can't get enough air. That's why you hold your head up. Put your chin on your chest, bruh. Put your chin on your chest. Don't hold your head up. 313 Red D Town. What it do, man? I don't know where's Red D Town at. Tell everybody up here what Red D Town is. Oh yeah. What's up with you? I got a serious question. We're going to break it out. Hey, look, I like serious questions. They come with serious answers. Sometimes. Sometimes I play with the answers. Detroit in the building. Man, I come down to Detroit one time, man. That Joan is solid, player. My sister was the director of Student and Minority Affairs at Michigan State University in Lansing, Michigan. And while I was down there, you know your boy had to ride through Detroit and see what's going on. Yeah, man. Detroit. That's what I'm talking about. What's the question, player? You boy didn't ask me a serious question. Both my arms got dislocated. Was it from an accident or something? Or just they pop out on their own? Okay, I got you. We gonna hold up. We waiting on you, dog. We waiting on you. Oh, you failed. Okay. Keep kicking it, man. I'm still listening. So both your arms got dislocated. You fell down. But man, I swear I feel weak. I'm sure they put the arms back in place. Got them healing right now. How long ago this been, dog? Tell me the whole story. How long ago it's been? So like if you throw a punch, I'm gonna lose my arms. Okay, I'm feeling you. I'm working with you right now. Come on, keep the conversation coming. 2 months ago. Okay, well 2 months ain't enough time to heal that, bruh. 2 months ain't enough time to heal it. So what you want to know? Come on, break it down for me. Tell me how far you want to go and I'm going to tell you how to get there. We're going to be riding through the streets of Detroit like this. You know what I'm saying? With a gangster lane. Haven't yet started physical therapy. See, that's cuz. You know why you haven't yet? You need to start physical therapy. You supposed to start physical therapy something like a couple of weeks after them put them arms back right. Can you get better? Hey, look, man. Come on, dog. Is that the question? Because I want to know. I want to know before I start this whole thing. Is that the question? Can I get better? Is that the question? Can I get better? Come on, hit me up. Yes, sir. Okay. First of all, let me tell you this, bro. First of all, thank you for being up here. We're going to start with that. We're going to start with that. And the second thing is, I don't know what made you fall down, but we're going to hope that you get back up and you get your life going in the right direction because I see this is something that you want to do with yourself. Third thing we're going to do, we're going to pray for you, bro. We're going to pray that God heal them arms from the inside out. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, you ain't got to believe. I'm going to believe for you. You sure what I'm saying? I'm going to transfer my belief into your arms. Now, the next thing I want to tell you to do is you got to start physical therapy because you ain't going to get stronger. Your will ain't going to last longer if you don't go in there and get worked on. That's why God made doctors. That's why he made physical therapists. That's why he made people like me that can tell you the story. All right. Now, the next thing I'm going to tell you to do, if you got some 1 pound, 2 pound, 3 pound, 4 pound, 5 pound weights at the crib, and if you don't, go get 2 cans of spaghetti out the refrigerator, out the cabinet. All right, go get 2 cans of spaghetti. And we're going to act like this is it right here. I'm going to turn this camera a little bit. Now, what I want you to do, because this is how we're going to start your physical therapy. I want you to hold your arm up like this, right? I want you to put one hand under your arm like this. and I want you to bring your arm down like this. Do it slow. Bring it down like this. You feel what I'm saying? Bring it down like this. Then, doing these numbers. Keep your arms straight and doing these numbers. But the main one you want to do is this. Because what you're doing is you're turning your rotator cuff. You are tightening up your deltoid and your altoid, which is inside your rotator cuff, and you are making it 100% strong. Go down here and come up like this, right? Then get up here and come down. And then switch arms and do the same thing all over again. And I want you to do them until they start getting tight. When they start getting tight, sit down and rest yourself. Put some ice on them, because like I tell people, when you get in the ring and you hurt your arm, the first thing you want to do is put some ice on it. So after you finish doing this exercise, I want you to put some ice on it, because your arm is going to be sore, right? Then I just want you to take your time, and I want you to build your arms by, like I just told the guy a minute ago, I want you to put some weights or put some cans of food in your hand, or do it without no weights in your hand. And I want you to throw your punches up like this, right? But I want you to throw them up to the top of your head. So I want you to be like this. Slow motion, right? All we doing is we rebuilding all this, because you got to rebuild it now. You done heard it. Now it's time to rebuild it. Now, with that being said, yep, you need to strengthen. Your muscles being too weak, they weak. You basically dislocated something, and now it's time to put it back together again. But like everything, like anybody will tell you, anything that you damage or injure on your body, when it heals, it becomes stronger. So with that being the case, you can't go out there today and be like, pat, 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 pat. You can't do that today. Slow motion, bro. Slow motion. I got a video on my channel. I think it's still up here. It's called Slow Motion Shadow Boxing. Slow motion shadow boxing. Basically, just get up there, man, and just work. Just take your time. But the number one thing you want to do is put that weight in that hand, put that hand under your arm, and you want to turn that rotator cuff in slow motion with a weight in your hand. Because what you're doing is you're building back up those tendons, you're building back up those ligaments, you're building back up those muscles, and you're making them joints work, bruh. That's what it's going to do. But take your time, and your arms are going to be weak. You're going to be sitting there like this. You're going to be weak. Then put that ice pack on that arm. I don't care if you don't got no ice pack. Everybody ain't got the same kind of money. Go get you a Ziploc bag and 3 ice cubes, bro, and put them ice cubes on your arm. You know what I'm saying? And let that joint just sit until you can't take it no more. That's how you're going to heal it. You're going to stop the inflammation, that soreness and that swelling. You're going to stop that from happening to that arm. It's going to take you a while, but trust me. 3-4 months from now, you're going to be showing me a little bit of difference. And when you finally start hitting the bag again, don't go out there blasting the bag. Just go out there touching it. Pat, 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 pat. You know what I'm saying? And work them arms. You could build them arms stronger than they were before you ever heard them from the beginning. And then if you need to, man, go back and watch this video. It's going to come on live. I'm going to put it on again, because what happens is it's live right now. We at 23 minutes. So somewhere around 18, 19 minutes, you're going to hear your question. And when you hear that question, you just go back and recirculate it till you can keep hearing the answer all over again. And then go work, bruh. Go to work. Trust me. Trust me. I got you, player. And then come back up here one day and say, Coach, I'm doing what you told me to do. And then we're going to keep it pushing. And then I'm going to show you something else to do. But right now, you got to start at the beginning. You got to start at the beginning. Hey, look, my man Dame, you ain't got to be no therapist. You just understood the whole concept, though. We got to rebuild them rotator cuffs, man. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope anybody up here that's having a problem with their arm or their shoulder, or they fall down, they dislocate something, whatever the case may be, I hope you go back to 18 minutes, 17, 18 minutes of this video and hear the whole thing all over again. And we're going to pray for my man 313 Red D Town. We about to pray for him. We about to get God to get God involved. See, that's how you fix everything. You get God involved. Man, come on, dog. You know what time it is. God got you. And when he don't got, I got. So we're going to put it together, player. That's why you here. That's why it's no mistake that you came across my channel. It's no mistake. You came across it because either I needed you or you needed me. So that's what it is. Stephen Donnelly, what's good, dog? So come on, 313. Get to work, player. Get to work. Peace and blessings, King. Keep inspiring. Hey, look, man, you know God kept me here for a reason. Mac, you know what the deal is. He kept me here for a reason, man. Coach, do you feel better than you did in your 20s? Why you think I say 58 is the new 28? Why you think I say that? 58 is the new 28, player. You better believe it, man. Because when I was 28 years old, I ain't understand what I had. Man, I ain't understand what I had, but I understand it now. See, I understand why God kept me here. You know what I'm saying? Because he could have let me go from long time ago. You know what I'm saying? I've been all kinds of places and done all kinds of things that I can't tell my mama about. So you know what, that being the case, bro, look, I'm just glad that God, I get to talk to him. Hey, I tell you, if God opened up the book on me, y'all gonna see some real stories. Y'all gonna be like, Coach, you crazy, dog. Wait, I just caught that name, 313 Red, Detroit Red, Malcolm name before he reverted to Islam. That's heavy. Hey, look, it's some heavy folk up here, bruh. Some heavy folk up here. What's up, Coach? Have a blessed day, Master Lee. What up, Master Lee? Ain't nothing like having a master up here. I hope you a master for real, man, because I need a master around me every now and then. I thought I was a master. Now I see. 100 push-ups. 2. Raymond Hales. Raymond Hales? Coach, how do you deal with depression and just generally being fed up? Hey, man. Hey, dude. Man, you know where I come from? I come from the mud, dog. Hey, look, we've been depressed our lives, our whole life. I watched my mama sit down next to me with a spiral notebook, and she had all her bills written in there. And I said, Mama, what you doing? She said, I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. I didn't understand what that meant. But what she meant was she was paying who she could and telling the rest of them she'll pay him a little later. And then I realized that because I live at home, my mama, this is a real story too. I said, Mama, if you could have more money in your check, how much money would you need a month to make you feel comfortable? She said, if I could just get that 200 more a month coming in that I get when I'm doing overtime, I'll be doing good. You know what I did? I got right up out of my chair, went right in my room, got my sock, because I keep my money in a sock. I got my sock out and got $200, and I came and gave my mama $200, and I said, this is what I'm going to give you every month. And I was like 18 years old, 17 years old. I said, I'm going to give you 200 every month. She was like, for real? I said, I'm going to give you 200. She said, boy, that's your money. You got to do something. I was cutting hair at the barbershop. You know what I told her? I said, if they cut the lights out, they cut the lights out on you and me, not just on you. If they cut the cable off, they cut the cable off on me and you, not just on you. You see what I'm saying? So with that being the case, man, you got to change the game. If you want the game to be different, you got to change the game. But please, anybody up here that's depressed, stressed, or fed up, hey, look, understand something. We control this life. Even though somebody else look like they got the strings and they look like they playing like a puppet, we control this life. This is our life. So don't let nobody stress you out, because stressing you out, I don't understand how these bosses stress their employees out and then expect them to work the way they want them to work at the same time. Or how these girls, if it's girls involved, stress these guys out. Or how these guys stress these girls out. Come on, man. We got to stop doing that to each other, man, so that we can live a peaceful life. Life could be peaceful. You just got to change the way you view it. Because we viewed it the wrong way for too long. We've been viewing it the wrong way. We've been looking at the guy next door saying he got a nicer car than I got. He got a bigger house than I got. He got on more jewelry than I got. In reality, he don't need that stuff either. I bet you he's sitting over there saying the same thing you saying. I don't need this stuff. I done wasted all my money. You ain't had the money to buy it from the beginning, so you was in the right, bro. At the end of the day, when you sit down, like I tell people at the end of the month, when I sit down after I paid all my bills, I got the same amount of money that rich people got. Pretty much almost nothing, because they paying the same thing I'm paying. Their bills cost more than mine. So bottom line is, look, don't let nothing stress you out or depress you out, because the bottom line is we only got one life. We ain't got but one place to live, in this body right here. That's why take care of your body, take care of your mind, eat right. You know what I'm saying? Do a little exercising and eat right. And watch how much better you feel at the end of the day. Don't let no boss stress you out. Don't let no girls. If you got a girlfriend that stress you out, get a new girlfriend. If you got a boyfriend that stress you out, get a new boyfriend. If you got a job that stress you out, apply for a new job. If you don't like your apartment you live in, apply for a new apartment. You don't like the car you drive it up to the car lot and trade it in for another car. It don't have to be a more expensive car. It just could be another car. I seen a guy trade a BMW in for a Ford Taurus SHO. He said the BMW was 800 a month, the Ford Taurus was 400. It's less stress. Come on, man. We control this game, bro. We control it. Don't let the game control you. You control the game. Come on, Raymond Haynes. And don't forget, bro. Please, if you don't do nothing else, when you wake up in the morning, for that tap on your shoulder that you try to figure out how you keep waking up in the morning, that's because God tapping you on your shoulder. Look up at the ceiling before you even start getting yourself together and say, thank you, God, for waking me up, and please help me have a great day. And then get up and watch how better your day feel. Trying to tell you, man, sometimes you got to ask for what you want. Me and my mom sitting here on her break. She got some Chinese food for us to eat. I told her I'm good. I'm fasting today. Hey, look, sometimes it be fasting, but don't forget to eat that Chinese food that your mama bought you because, bro, she spent the money on it. You fast tomorrow. And tell her tomorrow. Tell her today you're going to fast tomorrow. You ignore and block out thoughts. Learn. Hey, look, that's what I do all the time. I block out crap. Hey, your mom, tell your mom I say what up. Master Lee 4747, tell your mom I said I love her. Tell her I said she doing a good job because she got you up here listening to me. That means a lot to me. You know what I'm saying? Because that means that somebody raised us right. My mom did a lot for me. That's why I'm up here right now. You know, the only reason I ain't never go to jail is because my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's why I ain't never go to, I probably ain't going to go to HE double hockey sticks either because of my mama. You know what I'm saying? My mama's done a lot, man. We got to reach over and give your mama a kiss, bruh. And tell your mama you love her. There's too many of us don't tell our parents that we love them. I love when my kids tell me they love me, man. Make me feel all tingly inside. That's why I keep a tissue in my pocket, man, just in case I get tingly on the inside. You know what I'm saying? Tell your mama you love her, man. Stop playing. Coach, what do you mean ask for what you want? You have to ask God for what you want, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Closed mouths don't get fed. You know what I'm saying? You got to ask God for what you want. You got to literally tell him what you want. Remember, God is like Santa Claus. He got a long list, bruh. He checking the list and checking it twice. You know what I'm saying? Trying to find out who's naughty or nice. But if you want something in this world, you got to ask for it. Hey, look, you ever known anybody to just knock on your door and say, hey, I'm looking for Raymond. I heard there was a guy here named Raymond that needed like $100. No, ask God for that $100. Ask God for it. You know what I'm saying? They say, pray hard, but work harder. So you pray hard for everything you want. That means you lining everything up the right way. And then go to work. And watch how easy it come to you. But you got to ask for what you want, bro. If you want, and make it within reason. Don't ask for no Bentley. Ask for a working car. Don't ask for no mansion. Ask for a comfortable home. Don't ask for no princess. Just ask for a wife, a dedicated, loving, God-fearing wife. Man, come on, dog. Man, y'all know what time it is, man. This is Tuesday, man. I'm going hard on a Tuesday. Just because it's Tuesday. Thank you, Jesus, for listening to these people and listening to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to do, man. We got to thank God. We got to be like, yo, get on your hands and knees and thank God for listening to you and listening to me. Talk to you. You know what I'm saying? Because how's you up here? Y'all could have been doing anything right now. It's 3:00 p.m. on the Eastern Standard Dial down here in Virginia. And y'all could be doing anything. Y'all could be outside. Y'all could be outside smoking weed, drinking a 40, shooting a needle, punching somebody in the face. But you on this chat line, chatting with your boy, Coach Carl, trying to get some good. And I'm here to give it to you. Because God gave it to me. And you know why it's free? Because that's the same way he gave it to me. It was free. He said, Carl, if you listen to me, I'm going to help you. I said, okay, good, I'm listening. He said, let me tell you what I want you to do with your life. I said, okay, because me and God, we got a one-on-one relationship, man. I call him Jesus. He called me Carl. We like that, bruh. We like that. So I'm telling y'all, man, get to know your man. The Bible ain't all bad, man. Just understand what you're reading. If you don't understand some of them fourth, wow, and thou, where I am, then go get a plain Bible, bruh. They got some plain papers out there. Plain papers. Jerome Wortham, what up, man? I appreciate that, Master Link and the family. And the mom. That's what I'm talking about. And the mom. We right here. We doing everything we can. Because look, it's too many people online right now spreading the wrong gospel. They telling the wrong stuff. They got our kids going in the wrong direction. We got to pull them reins back, bruh. We got to pull them reins back and stop letting these kids go. You know, they say the Bible says, raise them how you want them to go. Let them see your example. That's why people ask me all the time how I do all this crazy stuff. I lead from the front, bro. You ever know anybody be an example leading from the back? I lead from the front. Come on, man. Hey, look, if you see me die, you know not to do it, right? If you see me great, you see me get better from it, then you know to do it. Come on, Raymond Hales. I don't know how to say your last name, but we're going to go Raymond. We're just going to go with Raymond H. Keep the motivation coming. Coach lost 20 to go. Hey, man, y'all know the story. I lost 60 pounds in 60 days. And as my man from the neighborhood told me, I got cut up from the butt up. Hey, look, man, sometimes you got to move the keg out the way. Move the six-pack out the way and see what's under there. Hey, man, I had a whole six-pack hiding under the flubber. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. So I'm telling you, man, anything y'all want to do, light switches. Anything y'all want to do, y'all can do it. Just keep doing it. Don't let nobody slow your roll, bruh. Don't let nobody slow your roll. Master Lee says, I am crying, sir, because eating with me because of you. Hey, look, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there, man. Hey, look, you know how they say you eat dinner and you listen to a good song in the background? They kind of make you forget about everything while you're eating so you get to enjoy your food. Well, man, you are enjoying your food right now because we having this conversation. Me, you, and your mom. That's what I'm talking about. We having this conversation right now. Maybe it's something that y'all needed to hear. Maybe it's something I needed to say. I tell you, man, I tell y'all all the time. Y'all think I be lying. I was online a couple of weeks ago, and I looked up, and I had 21,000 people online. And 20,500 was quiet. But it was 500 that was talking. So you got 21,000 people online, 500 in the chat, 20,500 ain't saying nothing. You like, well, what they doing? They listening to the chat. That's why I beg y'all when y'all come up here, please have something to talk about. Please have a question to ask. Because somebody right now is sitting under a bed because they've been mentally, emotionally, and physically abused. They sitting in a closet because somebody done picked on them. They on the internet trying to get back at somebody that got back at them. They got a gun right now in the room like I used to be, in a room with a gun in my hand, with the hand, trying to figure out whether I should shoot myself. Come on, dog. And you know what? They listening right now and they waiting on me to say the right thing. But I need y'all to ask the questions because I can't ask the questions and get an answer. But together, we can make this thing happen. Look, they said one hand washes the other one. You ever seen anybody put soap in one hand and wash their own hand? How you gonna do that? How you gonna do that? You gonna put soap on your chin, wash your hand? No, it takes both of these hands. My hand and your hand. That's how we saving people. They thought this channel was about boxing and karate. I've been 20 years in boxing, 20 years in karate. But the life lessons I learned behind those things made it all worthwhile. And that's what I'm giving y'all right now, the lessons I learned so that hopefully y'all don't got to go through the same thing I went through to get to the same place that I'm at. Here I got a wife I've been married for 34, almost 35 years. I got a son that's 33, son that's 31, daughter that's 27. Everybody doing good. Everybody is grown and gone out my house. Everybody got their own houses. And the thing my son told me, he said, listen, I searched my whole life trying to find somebody that reminded me of mama. Because I know I'm like you. And I want a wife like mama so I can have the same thing you got. Boy, wee. Hold up, man. I got to wipe my face when I said that. That joint right there was real, dog. When he said it, brought tears to my eyes. Man, because I tried to be an example. I couldn't do nothing else but be an example. How you be an example? By being home. Most of my homeboys was running the street when I was at home, trying to do the best I could with the hand that I had. Hey, look, it is what it is. I've been a barbershop owner. I own barbershops from 1992 to 2020. Hey, look, You gotta do what you gotta do. Y'all know the deal. Y'all know the story. This ain't the first time I ever told this story. It's the first time y'all ever heard this story. But look, I'm just trying to be an example for anybody that need an example. Anybody listening. And that's why I need y'all up here. That's why we come up here every day and we fellowship like this and we talk about boxing. We talk about boxing matches. We talk about fights. We talk about blocking and bobbing and weaving. But really what we bobbing and weaving is bad life. That's what we pushing away. Bad life. You know what I'm saying? Pushing away all that crap. Come on, man. Y'all know the deal. Appreciate all the donations, man, for real. Stephen Donnelly, hey, look, I appreciate it. Every nickel counts, bro. Every nickel counts. Y'all know what I do for a living. This right here. That's what I do for a living. And when I get done doing this and I get donations from people, you know what I do with them? I give them to other people that need them more than I do. Because trust me, there's always somebody a lot worse off than you are. Coach, are you whipping up one of those vegan pizzas this evening? Nah, man, I can't do the pizza only on the weekends though. It's because it's a lot of bread. It's even though it's bread, it's still bread. But the bread, I try to stick to the weekend. During the week, round, I'm simple. I'm simple. Hey, look, it's right after 3 o'clock. Or right after 4 o'clock, which is an hour from now, I'll be mouth watering because it'll be getting close to my dinner time. Hey, look, I eat every day from 5 to 6 p.m. and y'all know what I be eating. Vegetables. Vegetables, I got an orange, a banana, some cashews, 2 protein bars, and it'll be a double serving of vegetables. I have white corn, yellow corn, asparagus, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, and green beans. It's a mixture. But I be chopping it up. Plate full, plate about this big, plate about that tall. Full. I don't play. Double protein shake before I sit down. Eat my food, eat my fruit, eat my little handful of peanuts, cashews today, and then eat my 2 protein bars, plant-based protein bars. Drink another protein shake before I'm getting up. 6 o'clock, I'm done eating. When I'm done from 5 to 6, I don't eat no more till the following day at 5 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but the pizza come on the weekend. Pizza come either Friday night or Saturday. And I do the pizza things. I do a 10-inch plant-based vegetable pizza with cauliflower crust. Man, that's a hard word to say back to back. Why you driving? Stephen Donnelly said, mother is important. Boy, you ain't know. Coach got mamas in here. Hey, Coach got himself crying when he playing. Hey, look, Master Lee said you going back to work? Holler back, bruh. You know where I'm going to be at. Hey, look, I appreciate you, Mom. Real talk. Keep being a mom. More people need moms. You might have to start substitutes. Mom, hey, look, mamas is like substitutes. You bring in a mama. You know what I'm saying? We don't need nobody else. Bring in a mama. Andrew Hopper, player, what it do, man? How can a man find a good wife who's trying to start over? Real question. Just wanted your opinion. Hey, look. I was talking to some ladies one time on here, and this is real talk. And I had heard this before, but it just came to me when I was talking to them. And I told a young lady, she was telling me, the story was that she goes out every Friday, and she goes to this club. And she meets people at the club. And she having a hard time understanding why she keep meeting the same people. And I said, well, what night do you go to the club? She said, Friday. I said, you wear your nice looking dresses? She said, yeah, I got some hot dresses I put on Friday night. I said, you go the same time? She said, yeah. I said, drink the same drink? She said, yeah. I said, then you keep catching the same fish. She said, what do you mean? I said, well, there's a story about a fisherman that goes to the pier at the same time every day with the same size rod and the same size bait. Same high tide, low tide, same time. Guess what he keep catching? Same fish. So in order for him to catch different fish, guess what he got to do? He got to go at a different time. He got to use different bait, a different strength of a rod. He gonna catch a different fish. She was like, I've never thought about it like that. I said, yeah, those guys see you coming. They telling each other, I met her last week. I was with her last month. They telling each other. They coming back because they didn't spend some time with you. Then they didn't spend some time talking to other people and let you get to know some other folks. Then they came back for round 2, round 3, round 6, round 9. They're not changing. You know why? Because you're not changing. You got to change. You got to be the change that you want people to be with you. That's how it go. So, and another piece of good advice I can give you that can start your ball rolling in the right direction is a woman's heart should be so intertwined with God that you would have to seek him in order to find her. Now let that sink in for a second. A woman's heart should be so intertwined with God that you got to go through him to find her. You can't even see her on the street. She passing by you every day. You don't even see her. You know why? Because God got a shield in front of her to protect her from the mess. So you go to God and you tell God what you want. And all of a sudden, this girl you've been seeing the whole time now can see you. And that's how you going to find her. That's how you going to find her. Because when you talk about a wife, you talking about a life. You know that word rhyme for reasons? Wife and life rhyme for a reason. You are looking for a partner, another person that could be in your life to help you live out the rest of your life, to help you raise kids and help you have kids and raise kids so that they can have good lives. My man, that requires a lot. That's a lot of stuff on the table. So you got to be ready for that stuff on the table. So get yourself right. No matter what you think you are, no matter what you think you want to be, get yourself right so you can have something to offer. Because when she say, what do you have to offer me? She ain't talking about money. She talking about you and what you got to offer. You know what I'm saying? Have something to offer. And that's how you're going to find your wife. Pray for it. How do you stop a good mover from tagging you up with straight punches? Keep your hands up. Plain and simple. Because all that talk I be talking about having your hands down, if you ain't that kind of fighter that can move and groove, then don't have your hands down. Have your hands right here. And every time you right here, you watching them, tap, 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 duck, tap, tap. He can't tag you up if he can't hit you. And come in behind his jab. Everybody throws a jab, got to bring it back. When they bring it back, come in with it. Time it out. Sometimes when he throw the jab and he leaning, you lean too. Boop. And catch him. That's how you do, bruh. Tenzin. Yep. You said all that in one meal? Yep. All that in one meal. Look, funny thing, I just told you everything I ate, right? It ain't about 1,300 calories. Most people have 1,300 calories for breakfast. I had 1,300 to 1,500 calories for a whole day. I just eat it at one time. But you got to understand the philosophy behind it. You eat like that simply so you'll have 23 hours. Well, you eat for 1 hour. So you have 23 hours left for your food to digest. And if you don't understand that, we're going to have a long conversation. You know, let your body rest. Let what's inside your body rest. Your body can't work all day. Andrew Harper, what's good, dog? Stephen Donnelly, hey, look, man. Hey, look, sometimes, man, the message just come to you. The message come to you from God. When it come to you, you gotta let it out. I'm like, my father was a preacher, right? My father was a preacher since before I was born. Every Saturday afternoon, he sat down with his notebook and started writing out his sermon for the Sunday. Started writing it out. And whatever came to him is what he was going to talk about. He had notes. He didn't have to follow the plan. He just got at the pulpit and started talking. He looked down and said, okay, I got to tell that story. He knew what the story was. Some things you learn that you don't even think you're learning. Like I told my father one time I was learning from him even when he didn't think he was teaching me. You still learning? Each one of us up here that are brothers, sisters, fathers, husbands, wives, kids, somebody is learning from you. So if you're a father and you got a child and he walking around behind you watching everything you do, if you digging up your butt, he gonna be digging up his butt. If you scratching your nose and wiping your shirt, you're gonna be doing the same thing. But if you saying a prayer every now and then to God to keep blessing your life, he gonna start saying a prayer to God to keep blessing his life. I said, did I grow up with a mom and dad together? Oh, first of all, somebody asked me, do I get hungry? Not now, because it's called OMAD, 1 meal a day, OMAD. I've been doing it now for over 2 years. So nah, I don't get hungry now. I get hungry at 4:30 when I know I gotta eat at 5 o'clock. But by 10 minutes to 6, I'll be feeling like Santa Claus. Do it all at one time, bro. Hey, look, then I drink water the rest of the day. I drink a gallon of water a day. Right now I'm at about a half a gallon. Remind me, I got to drink. Now, Andrew Harper says, you grew up with a mom and a dad, same household. I started off with a mom and a dad, same household. But I tell a story. It's a thing on my, let me see if I can find it. Just for the sake of being able to share it with you. Hold up, I'm gonna look for it. Oops, gotta go to the right. I got so many YouTube channels, dog. I'm on another channel because I'm going to start loading videos up there. But let me see. I'm misspelling my own name, bro. How'd that happen? I'm going to let you hear it in 1 second. As soon as I figure out if it's up here and what the name of it is. I'm going to tell you something that's going to make a lot of sense. It might not make sense to you right now, but it'll make sense to you in a second. Okay, here we go. All right, now, the story of my life is like this. My mom and dad were together until my 6th grade summer, and they split up. So my 6th grade summer, and my 7th grade until I become an adult, we started off living with my grandmother. It was me, my mother, and my brother lived with my grandmother. And my sister, she was already gone. My sister's 9 years older than me. I was in the 6th grade. She was already in college. All right, so she was gone. She never came back home. So she just was gone and grown. And my brother was 3 years older than me, so he was going to the 10th grade when I was going to the 7th grade. So my mother and father, they split up at that time. So, but that's the time that I felt like, I didn't know it at the time, but I needed them both. I needed my mama for the loving that she gave me. I needed my daddy for the stern stuff that he built me. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, it didn't work like that. So that's how I ended up getting in trouble. So that was when my life changed. But look, this is some spoken word that I dropped on my joint. For anybody that never heard it before, it's called Spoken Word by Coach Carl. Now, I'm going to let y'all listen to this. It's like a minute.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27. Now, I know I told y'all that I used to rap, and I used to write poetry and all that stuff. Y'all wonder how sometimes I have answers for so many questions in so many different departments in different areas. It's because I spent so much of my life doing so many things, and not all of them was the good stuff. So I learned a lot. So in 57 years, maybe I got something that can help somebody. So I'm starting to put together this spoken word poem. Y'all see I got my notebook and my pen. Bear with me and I'm going to kick it to you. I was once a young boy, unfamiliar territory. Spent 57 years of my life just to someday tell my story. I've seen more than I needed to see, even before my growth. Watched my moms and pops separate during a time when I needed them both. So as a young teenager, in an attempt to quench my thirst, ended up making friends with the groups that they feared the worst. Been in situations that changed the kid that they molded, but I thank God every day that somehow I never folded. Now as an adult, realizing what life had to gain, and my attempt to unsee the things that caused me pain. The first things I made an attempt at were hard, as the steps that I climbed put me even closer to God. Through drinking and partying, I could suppress my mind, But every day I sober, the bad days would try to rewind. I have no fears but ideas. What am I supposed to do now? But I tell my stories because I believe that is why God kept me around. Now it's about who I can help because I see me and so many of you. And I was good at hiding it, so nobody had a clue. But how you feel now? Believe me, I've been there. Bedroom door closed, finger on the trigger. Yep, I've been there. But I want y'all to know that this pain does reverse. It's just sometimes we feel that things keep getting worse. And although I know everything I'm saying seems a little hard, all I'm asking y'all to do is keep your faith in God like I did. Appreciate y'all listening.
Yep.
I'll let you go on the flip side.
Little spoken word, John, by your boy, Coach Carl. Ha. Say, have I ever danced on the show Soul Train? Nah, but I wish I could, because I was a papa and locker back in the day, boy. 100. Was your mom and dad in good health throughout their life? Yep, until they got older. Yep, my father, he died, I believe it was 2012. And then my mom died in 2000 and I want to say it was 17. My father, he got sick at the end. He had kidney ailments and he just didn't do what the doctor told him to do to try to correct it. He didn't want dialysis. So, you know how that goes. You can't make somebody do something he don't want to do. And my mama died because my mom had Alzheimer's. My mom caught Alzheimer's in 2009 and lived like 8 years and just kept getting worse. And you know, Alzheimer's is a debilitating brain disease. So what it does is it basically changes who you are. So the mom that you remember, that ain't the mom you're looking at. She looked the same, but she wasn't the same. But yep. But yeah, I lost both my mom and my dad before I turned 49 years old. That's why my story has always been, I ain't never thought I was going to be without a mom and a dad at 49. I thought they would be around long enough to see my kids have kids, and now they would be great-grandparents. But my kids started having kids after my mom and dad passed away. That's life. Jones Brandon, let's go. What it is with your homeboy? So you lost your dad at 18? Yeah, man. It's got to be probably worse for you than it was for me because I was already in my 40s. But I felt like at the time that my dad and my mom died, I felt like my life had become successful and I wanted to help out. And they died before I got a chance to really help out. I helped my dad out because my dad had got sick. And long story, he didn't have enough money to cover things. And I was kind of Johnny on the spot. I don't ask, do you need? I look around. You understand? I'm that type of guy. I don't wait for you to ask me for something. I look around and see you don't have it. I show up with it. That's how I go. So, you know what I'm saying? So I thank God for keeping me 100. Keeping me 100. Say, browsing through my videos, do I have sparring footage? No, I wasn't collecting sparring footage as a young sparrer because you got to remember how old I am. At 58 years old, I was sparring in boxing probably under 25 and under. So there was no cameras. The only cameras that you saw when I was probably in high school was like that big and they sat on your shoulder. It wasn't no phones. Nobody had, the internet didn't even come out until the 90s. So there was none of this. You know what I'm saying? So, but nah, I don't have, my man had sparring footage of me in karate, but you know how it is when you're trying to get something from somebody. Yeah, he claimed to have had it. I won so many tournaments in karate, and I was still actively in karate at 30 years old. So I was in karate from 30 to probably 38 or 39. So I was still sparring, still competing in tournaments, still winning first place trophies in kata, kumite, and weapon. But no one ever seems to know where your stuff is when you ask for it. He claimed he got so much footage. He would go through it one day, but this was like 5 years ago. You said, did my dad drink? No, he didn't drink. Nope. Just had bad kidneys. Probably had it since he was younger and basically didn't do a lot to fix it. And my dad, long story short, my dad used to drive a cab and he worked in the shipyard for 36 and a half years. When he retired from the shipyard, he was preaching, he was still preaching, he was retired from the shipyard, and he was driving a cab. He always drove a cab, he always owned a cab. But the thing about owning a cab is it's $2,500 a year in car insurance. Plus, you got to get the cab inspected every 3 months. You got the rates is changing all the time. You got to stay on the road all the time. That's the bottom line. So with retiring from the shipyard and then getting sick and not being able to stay on the road in the cab and not being able to pay that $2,500 a year for car insurance that you had to pay all at one time, it don't really add up when your cab's sitting in the front yard and you can't drive it. And then you worried about money and things is, life is still moving. Your retirement check ain't that much. Your Social Security ain't that much. You just got enough to survive. So then you have no extra. So that's where I came in. But I think my dad lost faith in life because the thing I remember the most, it was a Super Bowl Sunday when he died. I remember going to see him and him saying that he was just tired. But I knew he wasn't tired from just being sick. I think he was tired because of all the stuff that he saw that was happening to his life. It was using everything he had to stay alive, money-wise. And I couldn't give him enough. He didn't want more than what I was giving him. I was giving him $300 a week. He didn't know how to accept $300 a week coming from a son. So you know how it go, man. So basically, I couldn't beg him to live, and he didn't want to live. So he closed his eyes. He said, you can will yourself to die. He closed his eyes, and that was it. He went to sleep, and never woke back up. What up, Coach? I got me some new toys for my birthday. Got a weight vest, some new hand wraps, and a medicine ball. That's what we call toys, player. That's my life. Hey, man, I get a lot of gifts from sponsors, and they be trying to get me to open these presents up and work with them. I got a thing, that thing that go like this, where you do like this with your hands, like 2 bars, and you hold a strap and you do like this. I got one that came in the mail. I don't even know what you call it, but I haven't opened it up yet. It came in Saturday morning, but I'm gonna open it up one day this week, man, and go and make a video of it because they're gonna be asking me if I got it. But I just get a lot of stuff, man. I got 2 pair of shorts, a new running backpack, and I got a new pair of running shoes coming in that come from sponsors. So they gonna want me to put the backpack on, run in the shorts, videotape myself, and then run in the new shoes. Cause I got on Saucony Endorphin 3s. They sent me Saucony Endorphin 4s. They keep seeing me online promoting these things, man. So we gonna keep this thing popping. But that's what I call toys. Hey, look, new hoodies, stuff like that. Oh man, gotta love it though. Say of lung cancer. Man, I'm gonna pray for you, bruh. It's tough, man. So you drive a cab? My father drive a cab since before. My father used to own a cab stand. Before I was born, he owned the cab stand. And then the cab stand was bought by another older gentleman that lived in our neighborhood, and he owned it. And then my father just owned the cab on it. My grandpa's still alive at 98. Crazy, though. Mom's side. Hey, look, my uncle was alive to 96 or 97. I got a lot of friends now, guys that I met that was friends of my father. Some of them dudes is 90-some years old. Hey, look, man, my mama lived to the 80s. My grandmama lived to 88. My uncles lived to the late 90s. So I'm hoping that's a trend. Hoping it's a trend, dog. Hey, look, I got a friend of mine, 93 years old, said the only thing that he happy about is he can reach down and touch his toes. He squat down and touch his toes and jump back up like it ain't nothing to it. He's still driving. He got a brand new pickup truck, 2023 Chevy Silverado, white. He's still driving everything. Say your dad 53 and your mom 51, both super healthy. So I'm glad. Hopefully it continues. Hey, look, it continues. We gonna not say hopefully. We gonna say it continues. Hey, look, cause hey, look, and it's all about you. Make sure you. Hey, look, I know this is gonna sound cheesy, man, but make sure you call your mom and your dad. And tell them you love both of them individually. Say, I love y'all. And tell them why you love them, because they need to hear it. And it's just like I need to hear it. When my son called me on the phone and said, I love you, Dad, sometimes, man, that'd be crazy because you don't really know how that make you feel. Real. Because I grew up in an era where you told your mama you loved him, but you tell your daddy, what up, Pops? He knew you loved him, but you could just, you didn't really say it. So that's why it means so much to them. Your mom and dad is near my bracket. Your dad is the same age as my wife. My wife is 53. She be 54 in June. I'm like 4.5 years older than her. Hey man, 10 out of 10 of us gonna die someday. Make the best of it before you go. We all have to meet the big man upstairs. Hey, look, dying is nothing that we can avoid. We can't avoid that. That's why I tell people when I'm on my channel, it's not that we trying to avoid it. We just trying to live a better life while we're here. Because so many people are gonna die in pain. They're gonna die stressed out and depressed out. They're gonna die beat up. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna die ate up. You know what I'm saying? From different things going. I have guys that are diabetics, and they don't care how they eat because they say I'm 70 years old. I don't care how I eat. I'm gonna eat anything I want now. Okay, so you're not gonna die just because just because you're diabetic. You're gonna die after it beats you up though. So you want to die without feet? You want to die without legs? You want to die without kidneys? You want to die without a working pancreas? In other words, you want to die in pain? Or do you want to just, like Eddie Murphy said, Richard Pryor said to Eddie Murphy in Harlem Nights, he said it's cool to be 80 and have your kids and grandkids around the bed when you die. It's not cool to be 30. I got guys right now that are friends of mine that are in their 40s that's missing feet, missing toes, missing fingertips from diabetes, but they still drinking. They still eating the same stuff. I'm not going to die in pain, bro. I'm not going to die from something I could control. Now, if I can't control it, then I got to go. But if I can control it, I'm going to control it. So that's why I tell people, I'm not up here preaching life forever, unless you go into heaven. But I'm up here preaching life better during the time you're here. I'm almost done with that gallon for today. Say, why do you think it's like that, though? As far as sons not telling their dads they love them, it's the way we were brought up. Men have always been known to be tough and not showing that softer side. And so my father's problems came from my father's father and his father before him. Those are the people that create the situations that you live in. So whatever you're doing right now is because of what your mother and father instilled in you or didn't instill in you. That's where you are now. So it's when you have a kid, it's up to you to change the game. So I started telling my kids at a young age, man, I love you, man. I love you, dog. They were like, I love you too, Pops. And that's how it was. If I call them right now, they're going to be like, what up, Pops? Love you, dog. And then I'll be like, yo, love you too, son. What's good with you? And then we go on and talk about what we got to talk about. And it's because we ain't been taught that way. So you gotta rechange the game, bro. You control the strings to the game. You gotta change it. What up, coach? Who you got? 50 Cent versus Clarissa. In what? Comedy? Jokes? Beefing with each other? Because I know you ain't talking about fighting. Because, hey, look, Clarissa Shields been on that. Clarissa Shields on another channel, bro. She on that page, bro. She on that page. She talking about something she could beat up men. I seen her get knocked out and wasn't because guy threw a better shot. It's because guy caught her slipping with her hands down. Same thing them girls would do if she stopped fighting them girls with the bad records. Clarissa Shields got smart, man. She was in a smaller bracket, and there was people in that bracket, but she went up to a higher bracket. Let me tell you why? Because ain't nobody in that bracket. You ever seen the people that she fought? Go look at their records. I'll wait. Clarissa Shields, box rec. Clarissa, Clarissa, Shields, Shields, the word box, BOXREC. Look at the records of the girls that she fought. They got 6-9, 7-3, 10-4. It's a bunch of those. They're heavyweights. They can't fight. That's why she in that bracket. And that's why she the king of that bracket. She can't beat no man, not no real man. Not no man that's her weight class and her level of training. She ain't beat nobody. She probably couldn't beat Jake Paul. And that's being real. And I'm not saying dissing Clarissa. She's just a woman. She a woman. She talking about she'll beat up Rolly Romero. No, she wouldn't. She might be able to outbox him based on his boxing. But Rolly would just go ham and bang her up. She be getting hit with some shots that she didn't know she could get hit with. Every girl that say that, man, don't even listen to him. I had no disrespect for women, but women and men ain't the same. That's why there are women classes and there are men classes. It's just how it go, bro. It's just how I go. Ain't no diss to Clarissa, but I don't really like Clarissa. You know why I don't like her? Because she spend too much time talking about a whole bunch of stuff that don't matter. Just focus on fighting. Focus on fighting. Now she in a beef with 50 Cent. What is that about? That's stupid. Because you can't win against 50 Cent. You can't win. Ain't nothing in the world, nothing, absolutely nothing that Papoose could do to 50 Cent. Nothing. Unless he shoot him in the back. That's the only thing he can do to him. Because 50 walk around with Navy SEALs. Ain't nobody messing with him. You heard the story. 50 is 50 for a reason. Why do you think he talks so much trash and do so much to people? 50 got beef with everybody. Got beef with T.I., got beef with Diddy, got beef with Mano, got beef with Fabulous. He got beef with people that don't. He got beef with beef itself. You can't beat 50. Yep. Hey, look, man. Clarissa probably couldn't beat a guy that's smaller than her. She probably couldn't beat a Ryan Garcia, a Shakur Stevenson. She can't beat none of them guys. Them is guys, man. You talking about a different type of person. Mudville tapping in. What it do, man? Be easy. Rolly actually got skills. He's just a different way. Rolly got skills. I agree. But Rolly a little cuckoo. That I agree. Rolly a little cuckoo in the head, man. Y'all gotta watch Rolly. And look, you don't play. Them the kind of guys you don't play with. Rolly will jump over the ring, jump on you, will get you in church. Rolly a little different, man. Hey, look, Rolly ain't got a whole lot of common sense. He's just in the get back game. Rolly will get you back, and believe that. Rolly is like my youngest son. My youngest son, I can play with my oldest son and my youngest son. I can punch my oldest son, run, chase. He chase me, he catch me. We be punching each other, wrestling and all that. And I say stop, he stop. My youngest son don't know when to stop. So at about 5 or 6 years old, I realized I got a gangster on my hands. I better leave this dude alone. So I had to play with him because, you know, he's tough and I got to keep being a pops to him. But man, that joker hit hard and he was mean and he didn't know when to quit. You be like, all right, Nick, I'm done for the day now. We'll get back at this tomorrow. And tomorrow, he be ready, though. You can't say that. Yeah, man. Don't play with Rolly, man. Hey, look, but Rolly gonna get beat, though, by Devin Haney. Because Devin Haney understands the crazy. He's just gonna wait him out. He gonna basically beat him from a distance and wait him out. And he'll catch him. Rolly will start. Rolly is one of them kind of guys that throw banging shots. The big, heavy shots. But when they don't land, what you gonna do then? He run out of gas. Hey, look, I'm gonna drop this video on my channel a little bit later, man. I'm gonna drop this video on my channel a little bit later. It's talking about y'all getting your hands together. It's increasing your punch output. A lot of guys up here be asking me how to increase your punch output. You know, how many weights I should put in my hands and all that. It's about building muscle, but it's mostly about standing in front of a bag and hitting the bag at about 60, 70%, but continuing to punch for the entire 3 minutes. That's how you get yourself ready for when you can punch for 30 seconds or 15 seconds without stopping and not running out of gas. Y'all see me do it all the time when I'm on the bag. So this video right here, I'm gonna drop later, but I want you to listen to what I'm gonna tell y'all I'm gonna be doing in this video. Listen to it. Listen to it and watch it. It's not that long.
Okay, y'all, this is a simple drill that I want y'all to try. I want you to get in front of a bag and I want you to throw multiple punches for 3 minutes. Do not hit the bag hard. You don't have to hit it with the most speed you have. You just got to stand in front of the bag and throw punches that combinate behind punches so that you can get 3 minutes out the deal. Try to do three-minute rounds of this, and it will increase your punch output when climbing to the ring. You should be averaging 200 to 300 punches per round. Y'all want to win the fight, don't you? Okay.
Yeah. Learn how to increase your punch output so that when you in the ring and you got to do 3 rounds or 4 rounds of 3 minutes, you are capable of throwing 200 to 300 punches per round. It's a guy now. Y'all hear me talk about him all the time. I can't remember his real name. I'm about to tell you in a second. But this dude had a crazy punch output. Hold up. I gotta Google him. I gotta Google the name. I don't remember people's real names. I always remember the nicknames. Not a lot of people talk about this guy, but I'm gonna tell y'all about him. His name is Roman Gonzalez. Roman Gonzalez. They call him Chocolito. Chocolito. Go watch him. Go watch his fights. You'll fall in love with Chocolito. Real talk. That dude punched a lot and kept the motion going, bruh. Kept the motion going. Say he often lands 100 power shots in key fights. 100 power shots in key fights. He throwing 200 to 300 punches per round. He landed 174 punches and 158 power shots in less than 9 rounds. Against another guy, he threw 372 power shots in the fight. 372 power shots. He lands 391 punches out of 1,317 total punches in 3 rounds. That dude is a beast, man. Chocolito. Say MVP is a beast. That's what I'm talking about. Chocolito, boy, you better know. That dude is an animal, boy. You better watch him. Hey, look, he only lost. I don't think he lost but a couple of little fights. But the dude is just phenomenal, man. I mean, real talk. Chocolito was my dude, man. I used to watch that dude. He is 53-4 with 42 knockouts. He only lost once by KO. They stopped the fight, but he was still fighting, though. Referee stopped that fight. He lost to the same guy, Juan Francisco Estrada. He lost to him twice. And he lost to, I forgot how you say his name, Wisakisil. He lost to him twice. And that was the only guy that KO'd him. And that guy was just as good as he was. He only lost 4 fights. And he lost to the same guy twice. Lost to one guy twice and the next guy twice. Savage Combat Sports Media, what up, dog? How to prepare for my first sparring session. Listen to the coach. Move around and throw a jab. Keep your hands up. Don't throw, hey, look. I got a good example for you. I just finished watching this fight. Now I don't know her first name. I watched the fight over the weekend. Hold up. I'm pulling it up right now. Let's see. I think it's Gabrielle. Her name is Gabrielle Fundora, 23 years old, 5'9". She fought over the weekend. She fought a girl, and she beat her. But what I'm going to tell you about her, as soon as I got to find the name of the girl that she just fought. Okay, there you go. All right, she's 18-0 with 10 knockouts. She got all the belts right now. She fought a girl named Viviana Ruiz Corredor. Now, I want you to Google that fight. Gabrielle Fundora versus Viviana Corredor. Corredor. Google that fight. Now, what I want you to watch is how she used her jab and how she move around. She used her jab, and she keeps using her jab, but when you try to get past the jab, she hit you with a hook. If you get past the hook, she hit you with a straight. A lot of times, she'll set the jab up, and you'll rush in before she can hit you with the hook, so she hit you with the straight. That's the same thing you want to do when you spar. You want to use your jab, use your check hook, and use your backhand, no matter what your backhand is, right hand or left handed, whatever hand's in the back, throw it as a straight when they get past the front hand. You need the front hand, you need the jab, you need to keep your guard up. Those are the most important things that I tell people to do when they fight. Watch Gabrielle Fundora. Her fight was Saturday, I believe. Watch it. It's online right now. Watch how she used, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you firsthand how she used that. She used her jab to get where she needed to go. She watched. She used her jab. I don't see the new fight. Okay, there it is. I'm trying to find. All right, there she go. That's her in the green. Her in the green. Look how she's throwing that jab. Oh, she getting ready to get rid of it now. She learned how to use that jab. It's all about how she used that jab. Watch that fight. That fight was bananas. Yep, Sebastian Fundora's sister. She was a beast, though. One day away from the weigh-ins. Also, next week, I have an amateur event on the 27th in Miami called Casino Fights. Okay, that's what's good. Okay, look, keep us posted. If there's a link to it, let me know what it is so we can watch the joint. Sebastian Fundora's sister. Man, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Sebastian Fundora fight Keith Thurman, cause Keith Thurman think it's gonna be a walk in, but I don't think so. I think he gonna have to work for that fight. I like to circle away from the power hand also and stay behind the lead hand. Hey, look, me too. I don't go towards the power hand unless I think I can beat the power hand or whatever I'm planning on throwing. It's been plenty of times I go towards the power hand and confuse people. But that's because I'm expecting it. Hey, look, watch that fight. That fight will get you ready. Watch it from the beginning. Because the first 1 or 2 rounds, you'll watch exactly how she set the fight up with a jab. How she used her jab and how easily she smooth with that jab. She smooth with it. How she used the jab and set up the backhand. What up, bud? LYU Q3D. Hey, man, just keep watching, bro. Keep watching. Number one thing you want to do in a sparring session, bro, is hold your hands up. Hey, look, use your jab to keep the other guy away from you. But don't throw the jab out and don't bring it back. Because if you throw the jab out here and it's leaving all this open and you bring it back to here, he still can catch you. So when you throw it out and bring it back. Fast as you can throw it out, bring it back the same way. And keep moving. But like I said, the best example of somebody I just saw use a jab was Gabrielle Fundora. Watch her and you'll be all set. You'll be ready to rock and roll. What we got going on up here, man? How many of y'all up here working out today? How many up here of y'all working out today? I appreciate y'all being online with your boy. Look, man, I done did my work today. I was tired. Yesterday, man, we dealt with a big storm that came down here. It was crazy. You talking about a storm that had 70 miles per hour winds. They were talking about possible tornadoes and all that stuff, man. Sebastian Fundora is crazy. How do you even have 6'6" junior middleweight? Because he tall and skinny. He tall and skinny, but he got a good jab and he got good fundamentals. He being taught right. His sister, 5'9", and she only 110 pounds. She was fighting a girl that was like 5'5". Man, she was killing her. That reach, man, that reach is everything. I had a guy one time named Davan Stewart. And Davan was the man. He was about 6'1", 6'2", about 135 pounds. I made him a killer. I made him use that jab on a regular. He was popping people with that jab, keeping them away from a man. Ain't nothing they could do with him. Nothing they could do with him. Did my 400 push-ups. When I get home after work, gonna do my dumbbells. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what it take. It take us to keep pushing. Ain't no slacking. We keep pushing. I'm getting close right now. I'm about 40, let's see, 30, 40, 45 minutes for being able to cook my food. So you know, stomach growling, need my protein powder. You know, I need all that right now, but I'm on E. My system is on empty. Only thing I got going in this system is water. My thing just clicked on, say I got 20% left. Trying to make sure I got to charge these phones up with this phone on. Oh, this one got 66%. This the phone I take with me when I'm walking. They keep talking about Javante planning on returning, and then he ain't returning. Then he fighting. Then he ain't fighting. Hey, look, the guy says, I don't know what to think. How about we stop talking about him until they have a fight date? Then we ain't got to be trying to go back and forth. Let's don't talk about him until he got a fight date. Then we can talk about him. Let's see what we got here. My legs are on fire today. I follow Linux channel and did his jump squat workout. You talking about Thinex? Athenex? Workout with the weighted vest on. Oh yeah. He got some good work, man. He got some good work. I used to watch his channel a lot back in the day. But I got a crazy, man, I'm doing 300 squats a day right now. This is the second month. Today, yesterday was the first day of the second month. I started doing 300 squats a day, holding a 25-pound weight. So yeah, we getting that work. I'm trying to get these thighs to cut up a little bit more. Coach motivation is great for a woman to have confidence. Shout out to Clarissa Shields, but to think that you can beat Rolly is real confidence, and that's why you're probably the GOAT. Yeah, no, thinking and being able to beat him ain't the same thing. Confidence don't win fights. Confidence puts you in a fight. It don't win though. A whole lot of people have confidence, can't win. I'm talking about something that is not fighting. Wait till he scheduled a fight. And then we could. Hey, look. That's why I say, man, because they got us talking about Javante Davis. We keeping him in the game. We keeping him live, bro. We keeping him 100. But hey, look, you got to deserve. You got to earn that keep. We got you out here. We holding you up, but you got to earn that keep. You can't keep going back and forth, and then next thing you know, we put all our faith in him again, and we start to believe in him again, and the next thing you know, he gonna smack some girl, and then he ain't gonna be able to fight again. So we gotta keep him straight though. Say tomorrow, have you noticed your legs get bigger or stronger? Says, yeah, I noticed it. Yes, sir. Hey, look, you can't do 300 squats a day, 7 days a week and not notice it. You can't do that and not notice it. I was already doing 200 squats a day, but like normal, I got to outdo myself. I got to beat myself up a little bit. I got to beat myself up. This is a picture. I don't know if you'll be able to see it online that good, but this is a picture right here. You can see them legs, man. You see them legs? See how I'm starting to get them they call them striations, where you starting to see the cuts in them thighs? Man, you ain't gonna get that without them squats, bro. My legs been so sore. Hey, look, man, I go to bed at night and I just lay there like this. Huh? And just lay there. Sleep. Can't even turn over, man. My legs hurt so bad. I watched the MMA male versus female fight from UFC Mexico. I'm sorry, but there's just no win in that. Yeah. Hey, look, man, coach trying to be an example. I'm not that example that sits in the back. Examples lead from the front, dog. You know what I'm saying? Examples lead from the front. Coach, that can be a great way to build muscle then. Sheer volume every day, like lots of push-ups and pull-ups every day, for example, as well. Squat. Hey, look, man, you know my workout routine? I start my workout routine with 200 push-ups. It's 4 sets of 50 push-ups with a 30-second break from the last push-up. So I do 4 sets of 50 push-ups. Then I do 10 pull-ups, 30-second break, 10 pull-ups. I do 4 sets of 10. So I'm doing 200 push-ups, 30-second break between each set, 40 pull-ups, 30-second break between each set, 40 chin-ups, 30-second break between each set, 40 dips, 30-second break between each set, and then I do a 10-minute plank. That's the beginning of my workout. That's the first thing I do when I come downstairs. So I come downstairs and go straight to the pull-up bar. The push-up bars. Then the pull-ups. Then the chin-ups. And ain't no difference between pull-ups is this way, chin-ups is that way. Chin-ups, you work this more. And that's it. I mean, I kill myself. And then the squats is the last thing I do. Somebody say, let me see. Why would I do it again, bro? Hey, look, pay me, and I'll do it right now. Pay me. Put $100 on my channel, and I'll do it right now. Otherwise, you capping. I do 50 push-ups, then jump in the pool and do 20 laps, 15-minute break, and do it all over again. Hey, look, sometimes we gotta go there. Hey, look, we gotta go hard. Every single day I do that? No, that's my Monday through Friday routine. But I do weight training too. So it ain't just, I don't just do the calisthenics. After I finish doing the plank, then I do a 30-minute crunch routine. Then after 30-minute crunch routine, then I go to shoulder shrugs. I got 60-pound dumbbells. Shoulder shrugs, 2 sets. Single arm obliques, 2 sets. Deadlift, 2 sets. 3 sets of 1-arm bench press. And then 3 sets of 2-hand bench press. Then I go to curls, regular curl. I go a whole lot of stuff. But my workout routine is 3.5 hours long. I do that Monday through Friday, and Saturday and Sunday, it's just calisthenics, no weight training. Nah, because you called me Cap. So I said pay for it then. And look, that's all I said. I don't need your money. You can keep your money, sucker. I got plenty of money. But the bottom line is, anytime you gonna get up here and ask for something, do it now then, or you capping. I said pay for it then. You ask for it, you pay for it. And if you're not willing to pay for it, then don't call it cap and don't ask for it. See, I'm a man of my word. All I gotta do is jump on the floor. I'm in my room. That's my pull-up bar right there, dog. I'm in my room. I'm in my room. And I still got on the hoodie, sweats, and track sneakers. So you ain't saying nothing but a word. Pay for it or shut up. Go find somebody else's channel to be on. All the mother suckers, you can say that too. This is a sucker-free channel. First of all, we don't deal with no Jordans. It's spelled, their last name spelled with an E. That sounds like a girl's name. Because the Jordans I know, guys' names start with an A. Jordan. No, she ain't on the way yet. Wife don't get off till 4:30. Yep, she get off at 4:30. She'll call me about 4:32, 4:33. She be in the car. The only thing I tell her to do, when you call me, turn the music down. Because, my wife be bumping the music in the Jeep. She be listening to some Bruno Mars, singing songs. This is my wife, Jeep. Y'all know she got the big photo Sahara Wrangler, pumping the system in the joint like she's Ice Cube. Yes, sir. What do my wife do for work? My wife is an admissions person that works in a retirement home. You know, when you work in a retirement home, it's the kind of retirement homes that have the hospice unit, the rehab unit, the dialysis unit, and just the people that won't never be able to survive outside on their own because they'll have no family members or no family member can take care of them. So they live in this retirement home. It's like 100 some people live there, and it's like a nursing home, but it's people live there. The hospice unit, they live there till they die. And my wife does the admissions. So when you first come in, everybody has to have Medicaid or insurance or pay out the pocket and to stay there for rehab. They, different reasons they're there. Not everybody live there. And she works there. She does the admissions. But my wife used to be the patient services manager. If you know what a patient services manager is, she ran everything that came out the kitchen in a hospital. So anything that come out the kitchen, as far as making sure they hire chefs, making sure they hire cooks, the people that deliver the food to the rooms, making sure that everybody got gloves on and mask on, and make sure that the dietary supplements are right going to each room. And you're talking about a hospital now. You're talking about the biggest hospital on this side of one of the biggest hospitals on this side of the East Coast called Obici. It was in Suffolk. Obici, O-B-I-C-I hospital. She ran the patient. She was a patient services manager. So she ran everything that had to do with the kitchen. Food going out, food coming in. You know what I'm saying? As far as dietary and everything. She did that for a couple of years and then she left there and came back on our side of the water because we live in Hampton. Suffolk is about 45 minutes from here. Yep. My wife always had good jobs. I mean, she always been some kind of sous chef or chef or run some kind of dining room somewhere, or she was a cafeteria manager for the Hampton City School System, which means she ran a private school, the whole cafeteria. She ran the public school system cafeteria. She's always been in some kind of home cooking for somebody or serving for somebody or running the whole kitchen. When you're the kitchen manager, you pretty much don't work in the kitchen. You run the kitchen. You hire the chef, you hire the cooks, you hire the waiters, you hire you order the food, you know, all that. And it's a lot of work, especially when you talk about a hospital. Because you're talking about breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the whole nine. Nice to see you too. Mayahna. Mayana? I don't know if that's how you say it, but that sounds pretty. So, Andrew Harper said your people used to do something like that. Hey, man, she been doing it for years. And she been working in the school system since my daughter was in Head Start. Mayana, I got it. Hey, appreciate it. Yep, my wife been doing that since my daughter was 4. And my daughter is now 27. She'll be 28 this year. So 20 years she been doing that. Or 24 years. Yeah, 24 years. And y'all know them old men be flirting with my wife. There was some old guys in that joint. There was some retirees. They were like, hey, pretty lady. Hey, you know how it go. And I tell her, go to work and have fun. Go to work and have fun. Oh man, I got 10%. My wife is look, I'll tell you something funny. My wife, man, in 2016, that was the worst year of my life. I'm gonna tell you why. Because in 2016, my youngest son graduated from Navy AIT school as the honor grad. So he was the one to go up front and announce the rest of his class. And my son CJ, it's 2016, my son CJ and my wife both graduated from college at the same time. My wife decided to go back to school. My son CJ decided to go to school a year after he had been, 2 years after he had been out of high school, he went back to school. All right. Then my daughter graduated from high school in 2016. So guess who didn't graduate in 2016? Me. So you know what that means? I'm the only one buying presents for everybody in 2016. I'm buying everybody presents. This is my oldest son, CJ, graduating from community college, and my wife at the same ceremony. Now tell me that ain't cool. My wife and my son graduated from the same college at the same time. And I'm the only dummy with a present for everybody. I gotta buy a present for everybody. They look. I was proud of everybody though, but look, man, I wanted to graduate. I started taking one class so I could graduate from one class. Just in case y'all ain't never seen my daughter. She don't look 27, but she's 27. Hey, look. She's a little itty bitty 27. Yep. Yeah, coach, your wife is beautiful as long as they don't be disrespectful and cross the line. Oh, these old guys, they don't know no better. She know how to keep them on the right side. Most of them guys like 80 years old. Come here, pretty lady. Need you to bring me a sandwich. She said, I get Josette to bring you a sandwich. I need you to bring it because you prettier than she is, type of stuff. You know, wear them young pictures of coach. Oh, I got some, let me see. Hey, look, I got a picture of me. The only picture you gonna see, well, I got two pictures. This is me when I was 20. I was 20 years old. Had the 1978 Malibu Classic, two-door. That was me at 20. And let's see. I got another picture of me. I ain't got many pictures of me young, but I got a picture of me that my sister sent me. I was 19. That was when I was 19 years old. I was chilling. Yep. Them the only two, like really and truly, man, them the only pictures I got of me young like that. Oh, well, I got one picture of me and my wife when we first got married, and I was 23. She was 19. Went to a little party type thing, and they had a booth set up where you could take a picture. Yeah, man, they're my dogs, man, my sons. I got a picture right here. I just passed it. That's me and both my sons. My son CJ with the white hat on, my son Nick with the black shirt on. Them my dogs, man. Them dudes, man. Them hardworking dudes. My son CJ, he's 33. He sent me a picture this morning. He's like, look. He say, I got a six-pack again. I've been trying to catch you, Pops. That's my son CJ right there, being him. He said, I got a six-pack again, dog. I done caught you. I said, you ain't gonna catch me, dog. I'll pull it off. I'll start to do both crunches every day. I want them dudes to catch me. Them dudes both in shape, though. They both do the same thing. Both of them got 10 years of karate. Both of them got 10 years of boxing. Both of them married now. My oldest son is married with one son. That's my oldest son. That's my son, CJ. He in Germany right now. He work out 7 days a week just like me. My youngest son, he live in Maryland, which is about 4 hours from here. Everybody on the come up. Everybody doing something good with their lives. My oldest son just signed another contract with the Army. He said he ain't getting out. They're going to have to kick him out. My youngest son works for the government. He did 8 years in the Navy. That's my youngest son. He 31. That's him and his daughter. That's how I used to look with my beard. Now he liked the beard. He done took over the beard. Say you live in another state, but you from Maryland? That's what's good. You know where Owings Mills? Owings Mills, Maryland? That's where my son live at. I turned to his neighborhood. I thought I was going to see the Obamas. Owings Mills is expensive. All right, look. Hey, to each his own. If you got that kind of paper and you want to live in Owings Mills, I'd suggest you go head up there. Owings Mills ain't cheap. He got let me see, 4 bedrooms, 2.5 bathroom, double car garage, living like he living on, Maryland look like he living on a mountain. Yeah, I like going to his house because the streets go like this. And you can get a good run in, bro. I be down. Every time I go, I take my running shoes. Hey, look, but you know where Laurel, Maryland? Laurel? My daughter lives in Laurel. They both used to live in Northern Virginia. And then when my son got hired by the Fort Meade military base in Baltimore, he went to Maryland and took my daughter with him because she lived with him. And then she got her own place in Maryland, and then he moved to another part of Maryland. They live like an hour apart, but they both still live in Maryland. He lived by Baltimore. She lived by D.C. on that side. You ever heard of Tyson's Corner? If you heard of Tyson's Corner, then you definitely know where the money at. My daughter, she works in Tyson's Corner. She works like 45 minutes from the crib. But she said, I asked her when she was going to get a new place last year, because she had a place in Hyattsville, Maryland, and she decided to move from Hyattsville to Laurel because it's a different kind of city. And she moved to Laurel. It's more like where I live at. It's more like casual, young folk. And so I said, why you didn't try to get a place in Tyson's Corner? She said a 1-bedroom in Tyson's Corner is like $3,000. Tyson's Corner is expensive. You got to have paper. I mean, like she get paid, but she don't want to spend all her money on no place. Tyson's Corner is $3,000, bro, for a 1-bedroom. Tyson's Corner like New York. What up, Travis Boat? Ma. Tyson Corner break your pockets, bro. You can't get nothing out of Tyson Corner. You can't get a hamburger in Tyson Corner like $6. That's where everybody living in Tyson Corner is like a government official. Hey, look, it's like you gotta be a government official living in Tyson Corner, making that $100,000+ a year, and now you had to go to work type money. She was like, nah, I can't. I ain't trying to give all my money away like that. She got a nice place in Laurel. Laurel's like Hampton, Virginia, where I live at. It's a casual place. They say you need $3,000 just for groceries. Hey, look, you know the deal. John Jones or George St. Pierre. John Jones, man. Until John Jones take a L, we got to rock with John Jones. That dude just, hey, look, I heard he just signed a contract with Netflix. That dude a beast, though, man. He a fighter, though. James Jarvis. James Jarvis. I knew a guy named Darryl Jarvis. That was my dude from back in the day. My man Jones Brandon, let's go, said Jones all day. Of course you're going to say that. Your first name is Jones. Your last name is Jones. Jones Brandon, let's go. Jones all day. Yeah, I know. I saw that on Netflix now, dog. That's what's up. Go on, get that paper, man. Mark Gold Packer or whatever it is. Hey, look, you have a face that makes no sense. Then stop looking at it. You can always log off, player. You ain't got to be up here. Hey, look, you know why you looking at it? Because you like me. That's why you still up here. You probably up here right now reading this comment. Stop playing, man. You don't want me to start cracking on you because I was a comedian in my former life. I'll find your page and I'll start talking about you. So I'm going to give you a chance to get off of here. So what's the quote of the day? Health is wealth. That's the quote of the day. Stop worried about how much money you make and stop worried about what kind of shape you in. So you can live long to spend that money. Don't make long money if you ain't going to live long. Live long so you can spend that money. You know, I live in a world, man, full of people that want proof for everything. You say a prayer, they want proof. Prove it. How about you pray, and then you don't have to worry about me proving it. You say, now that's crazy. Hey, look, you could say a prayer. I did a quote, right? And it said, we keep thinking our health is going to improve without our help. Every accomplishment we've ever had in our lives requires